Let's start by answering the question that's the title of this video. Why I'm not defending the paranormal community this time. Because it doesn't need defending. It doesn't. And it's getting old putting vlogs out defending it. And I know in the future I will put more vlogs out defending it. But it doesn't need defending. This is where the narrative gets flipped by those people who are complaining about the debunking community. We've seen it before, we're seeing it now, we'll see it again. The debunking community is toxic, while at the same time these people use toxic methods to have a go at us, okay? Remember that. It is very much a case of do what I say, not as I do. Now, I put a community post out a couple of days ago because I didn't have time to do a vlog. So I am going to be covering some of that content in this first vlog for the weekend. And there will be more vlogs over the weekend. I know there are going to be more vlogs over the weekend. Here's the first point. If you run a YouTube channel, whether it's an investigation channel, a general paranormal channel, a debunking channel, a commentary channel, a Morris dancing channel, a fishing channel, a how to boil an egg channel, it does not matter. YouTube 101, social media 101, you're going to have to deal with comments that you do not like. It's the fundamentals of social media. Not condoning it, not saying it's right, but you are going to have to deal with that. And when comments are really nasty, it is your prerogative to remove them. If it's your channel. If it's someone else's channel, removing comments is the content creator's decision. And content creators will have different views on what to do about comments. I'm not talking about the really nasty comments that are bullying or that are breaching community guidelines. I'm talking about comments that are criticising. But it is up to the channel. You cannot dictate to somebody to take comments down if it is not your channel. And if you are spending time on your channel removing comments that you don't like, you are controlling the narrative if you're removing that many. So just remember that. It's another way of controlling the narrative for some channels. Personally, I do not believe in removing comments unless they are hateful or hurting someone else in the channel. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about if one of the subscribers is being got at by somebody. But if somebody's in there criticising me, let them. I'm not going to go over to another channel where somebody said, oh, I think Fantastic is rubbish, and say to that content creator, can you please take that down? It's very hurtful. It doesn't happen. If you are on social media and if you are in YouTube, you have to expect these comments. The keyboard warriors are out in force. Okay? And here's the other thing about those comments. Whether they're just criticising or whether they're going too far. I have been part of this community day to day for over 2 years. I have never once heard any of the content creators, any of the debunkers, any of the real investigation channels actively encourage people to go over to somebody else's channel and cause trouble. In fact, there is an unwritten rule in this community that you don't do that. Even if you wanted to, you just don't do it. And the content creators, including myself, will say regularly, don't go over to other people's channels and cause trouble. Let's see that from more channels that aren't in the debunking community, please. Second point. This is from my community post. Debunkers do not have YouTube channels because they want to, I quote, slag people off. Certainly not those in this community. This isn't about, oh, I'm going to create a channel and I'm going to call people fake. It's not what this is about. It's about having a passion for the paranormal in one way or another. Most debunkers believe in the paranormal. Tired of saying that, because that is the first criticism that's often thrown at debunkers. They do it to critique practices and equipment as well. It's about the way the investigations are done. It's about the way they are presented. And it's about the equipment that's being used and how it is being used. And it's about making sure that as many people as possible who are watching are educated in what to look for, in what is good practice, and people aren't being taken in on a regular basis. The generalisation of what a debunker is getting old. It really is getting old. It's about investigating the paranormal with transparency and integrity. It's about giving real paranormal the chance to be discovered and not hiding it with props or trickery.